Hi y'all, it's Meg, and I wanted to talk about cloth diapering basics today. And this isn't going to be a normal basics video like you might find elsewhere on YouTube. I want to talk about cloth diapering as a culture and a niche market and what that kind of looks like. The reason behind this video is that I have a friend that has very recently started cloth diapering, and I have several friends that are interested in potentially cloth diapering their babies. And they've been asking me some questions about it because they know that I cloth diaper and I'm really passionate about cloth diapering. I really enjoy it. And so I was trying to think of how I would start that conversation. What I eventually came to is that cloth diapering is kind of like buying a car. And so there are lots of different types of cars, just like there are lots of different types of cloth diapers. And there are different features that come with various cars and various cloth diapers. The reality of buying a car is you need something to get you from point A to point B. That's what you need, is something that will reliably get you from one place to another. Now, there's a lot more that goes into the decision-making process of buying a car, because the given is that the car will get you reliably from point A to point B. Some things you might consider when buying a car is how efficiently does that car get you from point A to point B in terms of gas mileage. How long should you expect it to get it from point A to point B? So what is the longevity of the car? Resale value. How well does it keep its value? You might consider things like seat warmers or power windows or power locks or all, storage capacity. How many car seats does it hold? Like, there are a lot of other things that you might consider when purchasing a car. But fundamentally what you're looking for is something to get you from point A to point B. And it's very similar with cloth diapers. So it's the same type of thing. What you need is some type of absorbency to catch what baby puts out at the end. And you need something that will prevent that from getting on the baby's clothes. So some type of waterproof cover. So you can go as basic as using receiving blankets or flour sack towels or anything that is absorbent, microfiber cloths that you use for cleaning, all the way, and then basic diaper covers from upscaled sweaters with wool. I mean, all the way up to the premium custom work-at-home mom $50 a piece diaper, single-use diaper. I mean, like, you can go as fancy as you want. And what I was thinking, part of what got me thinking about this recently is my best friend had to use her husband's car for a little bit, and she said, I miss my heated seats. She has seat heaters in her car. And I said, well, does it still get you from point A to point B? And she said, well, yeah, but I miss my seat heaters. And that's understandable. It's like 12 degrees outside. But fundamentally, she needed something that would get her from point A to point B. So that's really what you need with cloth diapers, is you need something to catch, and you need something to wrap around your baby to prevent liquid and excrements from getting onto your baby's clothes and your floors and all that sort of stuff. There are features that are nice for some families to have. So, for example, having that all in one piece so that it is one use, very similar to a disposable on and off, is really helpful. Having something to wick away moisture from baby skin is something that's helpful for some families. But really, we make it so complicated in the cloth diapering world. And it's not that complicated. And there are two things that I realized that I wanted to specifically talk about. One is that, similar to cars, there's a group of people out there where they are all about cars. I mean, they can take things apart, they can manipulate cars, they can do all kinds of fancy work on cars. that isn't necessary if you just want to get from point A to point B. So there's some people that change oils and tune in, they do all kinds of, and I don't really know that much about cars, quite frankly. So, but there are some people that like are really interested in parts and makes and models. And it's this whole culture of being a car person or being a mechanic or being interested in that. And it is either their hobby or their paid job. And it's very similar with cloth diapers. There are people that are really into cloth diapers. I'm one of them. Like, I'm all about the makes, the models, the differences, like the differences between the different styles and brands and what has this brand done and the trim and the fit and the absorbency and blah, 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 blah. I make it super complicated because I'm interested in it. I want to learn about it. I want to know about it. But it's not necessary to have all of that information in order to cloth diaper. And so that's one of the things I realized is that, and that's one of the reasons I didn't cloth diaper from the beginning. I didn't start cloth diapering until Felix was 10 or 11 weeks old because I was intimidated. And I think that's one of the things that we need to kind of keep in mind as cloth diapering moms is that we can overload potential cloth diapering parents with information, and that is very discouraging if you're a new parent, especially if you're a new parent, but if it's your second or third child, I still think it could be very intimidating the way we present all of this information. So so that's one thing. The other thing is that I think as a cloth diaper, this is kind of a mommy complex. When I was a very new mom, someone said to me that new moms feel the need to defend their choices as a way of validating the choices they have made. And what I took from that is basically I felt shamed. We had to supplement formula for a while with Felix, and I felt so much shame when we did that. We were really struggling to get back up to birth weight. Whole separate issue, different story, but I felt so much shame and that I had failed as his mother. And I think that we do the same thing with cloth diapering. And when I was pregnant, I asked everybody I could find, like, tell me the brand, tell me the thing, tell me what I need to have to take care of this baby. Like, tell me what I need. Because I thought that if I had the right thing, the right brand, the right whatever, insert correct thing here, that I would be a good mom. And, you know, a lot of baby companies, a lot of things like feed into this fear of being a bad mom. And I think that we as moms, and I've definitely done this, can perpetuate that mom shaming to various things. So I've seen it in the breastfeeding world. So I've seen it for moms that have to supplement for whatever reason, either with pumped milk or with formula. I've seen there's a mom shaming there. And I've also seen it with cloth diapering parents who, you know, if babies have to use disposables at daycare or if they use disposables when they're out and about, like that there's some badge of honor that you get to wear if you exclusively cloth diaper, if you exclusively breastfeed, you know, and it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. What I've finally come to realize, and one of my favorite YouTubers, I'm going to link her, this video down below. It's a woman I discovered via cloth diapering, because I learned how to cloth diaper primarily through YouTube videos, like a lot of us do. And what she said, she did an update. They've been cloth diapering for about 4 years, and the video is called, I believe, Is Cloth Diapering Still Exciting? And what she said in that video is that with her first daughter, that cloth diapering was really a part of her identity. And with her second child, it's simply what they do as a family. So very similar to the way they baby wear, or she's a stay-at-home mom. It's just what their family does, and it works for them. I have a note from a friend of mine hanging above Felix's crib that says, "The crying never lasts as long as you think it will, and do the right thing for your family." And for me, cloth diapering was the right decision for our family. I really do believe that. But it's not the right decision for every family. And it also doesn't have to be 100% of the time. I know people that use cloth diapers at home, but not at night. Or they use cloth diapers, all the time at home, but not when they're out and about. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. And I am such a light switch personality that is what it has become, and that works for our family, but that doesn't always work for everybody. So I think what I want to say in this video is that we need to lighten up as a cloth diapering community. Honestly, we just need to kind of lighten up. Because it can be very intimidating for people to come into that community when we have all these abbreviations and all this stuff and wash routines and all this sort of really complicated stuff. And so we just need to kind of lighten up. And the other thing is that do what works for your family. I'm happy to answer cloth diapering questions. I love cloth diapering. I'm a huge cloth diapering advocate. But it doesn't have to be that complicated. We can have seat warmers, but really you just need something that's going to get you from point A to point B. So that's all I have for today. I really wanted to share this with y'all because it's been on my mind a lot. If you have any questions or comments, or if you completely disagree with me, just let me know. I'm happy to enter into a discussion with you. But be sure to like, subscribe if you want to hear more. I'm going to be doing more content very soon because, like I said, I've got people that are interested in doing cloth diapers. And so I'm more than happy to produce content for that. So just let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.